Greetings, and thank you for tuning in. The Nigerian military says they have killed 662 terrorists and criminal elements, arrested 1,084 suspects, and rescued 951 kidnapped victims in just 3 months. On paper, those are impressive numbers. They suggest sustained military pressure across multiple fronts. But there is one question that refuses to go away. If hundreds of terrorists are being eliminated every quarter, why do communities across Nigeria continue to suffer deadly attacks? Why are innocent Nigerians still being buried almost every week? Those are the difficult questions that continue to confront the country's security architecture. Addressing journalists in Abuja, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Michael Onoja, said the armed forces recorded significant operational successes during the second quarter of 2026. According to him, the achievements resulted from intelligence-driven operations, coordinated ground offensives, and close air support carried out across every operational theater in Nigeria.
The operational record for the month of June, as well as the second quarter of this year, stands as compelling testimony to the sustained professionalism, operational excellence, and unwavering resolve of troops of the armed forces across all the operational theaters. The defense headquarters will sustain and intensify its operational tempo against all threats to national security until every theater is stabilized, displaced persons are able to return to their homes, and every Nigerian can live in freedom, safety, and dignity.
The military says they are no longer concentrating only on direct combat, but they are increasingly targeting the financials, logistical, and intelligence networks that sustain terrorist organizations. Major General Onoja stated that troops systematically degraded the operational capabilities of Boko Haram, ISWAP, the indigenous people of Biafra, their armed wing known as the Eastern Security Network, kidnapping syndicates, illegal oil bunkering networks, and cross-border armed traffickers. According to him, these operations demonstrate the determination of the armed forces to restore peace, strengthen national security, and rebuild public confidence across every geopolitical zone. The military believes it is striking not only at gunmen, but also at the support system that allow criminal groups to survive. The figures released by Defense Headquarters are certainly substantial. 662 terrorists killed, 1,084 suspects arrested, 951 kidnapped victims rescued. Those numbers reflect thousands of military operations conducted across Nigeria within only 3 months. They also suggest that security agencies are relying far more heavily on intelligence gathering than before, with arrests now significantly exceeding the number of terrorists killed. That shift appears designed to dismantle criminal networks instead of merely engaging armed fighters on the battlefield. The Northeast remained the center of military activities under Operation Hardin Kai. According to the military, troops eliminated 484 terrorists, arrested 370 suspects, and rescued 595 kidnapped victims during the quarter. Security forces also received the surrender of 38 insurgents and their family members. One of the most significant operations reportedly took place in the Mandara Mountains of Borno State, where troops rescued 360 civilians, most of them women and children, during coordinated multi-axis operations against insurgent hideouts. In the northwest, troops operating under Operation Fasang Yama reportedly neutralized 77 terrorists, arrested 210 suspects, and rescued 153 kidnapped victims. The military says operations also targeted terrorist logistics suppliers, armed traffickers, and collaborators across Kaduna, Katsina, Kebbi, and Zamfara states. Rather than focusing exclusively on the armed encounters, commanders say disrupting supply chains has become one of the military's major priorities because terrorists cannot operate effectively without weapons, intelligence, transportation, and local support. Operations across the North Central also produce significant results. Under Operations Savannah Shield, during peace and Will Stroke, troops reportedly killed 83 terrorists, arrested 305 suspects, and rescued 183 kidnapped victims. According to Defense Headquarters, many of those arrested included kidnappers, collaborators, informants, illegal armed couriers, and logistic providers. By targeting those behind the scenes rather than only those carrying weapons, the military says they are gradually weakening the criminal infrastructure that fuels insecurity across the region. In the southeast, troops operating under Operation Udoka reportedly killed 12 terrorists, arrested 115 suspects, and rescued 20 kidnapped victims. Defense Headquarters also announced the recovery of significant quantities of weapons, ammunition, and improvised explosive devices during intelligence-led raids. According to the military, several commanders and logistics coordinators linked to the IPOB and Eastern Security Network were also arrested during targeted operations designed to reduce armed violence in the region. Meanwhile, the South-South, Operation Delta Safe focused primarily on organized crime and illegal oil activities. Troops reportedly dismantled 12 illegal refining sites, arrested 84 suspects, neutralized 6 criminal elements, and recovered more than 464,000 liters of stolen petroleum products. The military described the operation as a major blow against illegal oil bunkering, which continues to cost Nigeria billions of naira in lost revenue every year, while funding organized criminal networks operating within the Niger Delta. But while the military celebrates these operational achievements, events in Benue State present a painful reminder that insecurity remains far from over. On the very same day these impressive statistics were announced, gunmen suspected to be headmen reportedly attacked a farming community in Mbajara ward of Katsina, Ala local government area, killing at least 15 people and injuring several others. Governor Hyacinth Alia condemned the attack as senseless and cowardly, urging security agencies to move swiftly against those responsible. The tragedy once again highlights the painful contradiction confronting Nigerians. How can the military report hundreds of successful operations while fresh attacks continue claiming innocent lives? That question does not diminish the sacrifices made by Nigerian soldiers. Hundreds of troops continued risking their lives daily across dangerous operational theaters. Many have paid the ultimate price in defense of the country. Their courage deserves recognition. But military statistics alone cannot become the measure of national security. Ordinary Nigerians judge security differently. They judge it by whether they can sleep peacefully at night, whether farmers can return safely to their fields, whether children can attend school without fear, whether travelers can use highways without worrying about kidnappers. And until that reality changes, many citizens will continue asking whether progress on paper is translating into safety on the ground. There is no doubt that dismantling terrorist financing, logistics, and intelligence networks represents a more sophisticated military tragedy than simply engaging gunmen in open combat. Arresting collaborators may ultimately prove just as important as eliminating armed fighters. Yet, security experts have repeatedly argued that military operations alone cannot permanently solve Nigeria's insecurity challenges. Effective policing, stronger intelligence sharing, functioning courts, improved border security, economic development, and closer cooperation with local communities all remain essential components of any long-term solution. The latest figures demonstrate that the Nigerian military remains actively engaged across every region of the country. They also demonstrate that security forces continue recording operational successes against terrorists, kidnappers, and organized criminal groups. But numbers alone will never silence public anxiety. Nigerians are waiting for something far more meaningful than statistics. They are waiting for the day when mass killings become rare, kidnapping ceases to dominate headlines, and communities can finally live without fear. Until then, the biggest question remains unanswered. Is Nigeria winning the war against insecurity? Or is its insecurity simply changing its form? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this report informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of Nigeria's biggest security and political stories. I am Cassie Tony, and many thanks for watching.